Up and going all day long. STIHL National Championship air races from right here in Reno, Nevada. This is the place to be in this part of the world. That is for sure. Jet Bronze is going to be awarded today. We're getting ready for that race, and there's your number one qualifier right there, 32, race 32. Zach McNeil in the Invictus. That'll be one of our two camo planes up front. Zach McNeil's is the one with the yellow trim on it.
Right. And Larry Labriola is in Serrance, number 7. He's the one with just the red star on the tail, no yellow.
There's Joe Gano and Sluggo, the L29 Delphin, or Dolphin, whichever you prefer. White and red, and our top 3 qualifiers right there, within about within 3 miles an hour of each other as far as their qualifying times.
Yes, coming up is James Beyer in Pokey, orange nose.
That'll be the silver plane in this race right here, race 41. There's Kevin Roll in Independence. Kevin Roll from Tulsa, Oklahoma, out here in his L29. Race 61. 5 jet airplanes, so fast. Such great racing here. Big crowd pleaser. A special week in the desert. Here's the race for bronze in the jet category again. Looking at it with Zach McNeil on top. 32, race 32.
Right, look for the yellow wingtips on Zach's, but Larry doesn't have those. Larry Labriola out of New York, upstate New York, number 7, Serrance.
Red and white plane's going to be Joe Gano. Joe Gano from Reno, Nevada, and Sluggo.
Jim Beyer and Pokey, that'll be the silver L29 with the orange nose.
And the blue jet in this race is going to be the 5th position, race 61. Kevin Roll, all the way here from Sooner Country, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Such a huge event here in Reno, Nevada. The whole area is just a magnet for people who want to come and have fun, and in so many different ways. The outdoors plays really big around here. But boy, for this special week, people from across the everybody's here.
This guy's been coming out to the races a long time. He's got all the little patches that you get each year, and that dog's been with us a long time too.
The dog's as patched up as anyone else out here. These two win the patch prize.
Seen him every year. He's got a golf club.
Yeah, he's got a 6-iron for some reason.
No
I don't
idea.
know. I guess he's got a medium-length shot he's going to try at some point during the day.
He's a fixture here. I see him every year.
Oh, those folks, family event here, old friends reuniting. Everyone in the international family of air racing certainly shows up here to really revel in the miracle that this event is and has been now for 55 years.
Here they come.
Guide pylon, a couple of really bright lights out there in the green part of the hill beyond. You'll be able to see it when they get closer and closer. Going to hold their spot until then. Zach McNeil, 32, with post position number 1. You'll be on the inside.
Completely different sound from all the races we've heard already today from our pylon microphones. Yep, they're just hitting the guide pylon right now, coming back to the back of the course. Looks like Larry Labriola is slowing down and going up. Let's see what happens here. But looks like Zach McNeil, yellow wings, little yellow wingtips on that L39, coming down to the Valley of Speed for the first time.
Again, both 32 and race number 7. Zach McNeil and Larry Labriola in the camo planes and the yellow trim, the yellow wingtips. That's how you can distinguish Zach McNeil. He's that one right there in the lead as we stand right now.
Goosebumps. Coming across our home pylon for the first time.
Crowd's first taste of jet racing for this day, and this crowd at Reno is going to have the adrenaline rolling here. We know these pilots have. They're the best in the world, and right now Zach McNeil is trying to make some distance between him and the other 4 planes in the field. There's second, third, and fourth right there. Larry Labriola, Joe Gano, and James Beyer.
Looks like Joe Gano got by Larry Labriola. Let's look and see if really tight racing right there. It looks like Looks like Joe Gano down on the ground, or down on the lower part of the screen, left side of the screen with white and red. That's Sluggo. Larry Labriola is in the middle there.
Yep,
and right
yep.
behind him, you'll see James Byer.
So we got Joe Gano in second place right now, giving chase to Zach McNeil.
Watch, Byer is really passing in pokey, not so pokey today. Looks like he just put a pass on Larry Labriola.
So
That's
Larry
tight
Labriola,
racing.
a little bit slower than expectations, but we still got the majority of this race yet to go. But Zach McNeil, wow, is he carving this place up.
Very tight little threesome here. That's second, third, and fourth right there.
Getting a little bit more spread out as we get into lap number 3. Boy, we were halfway through this race in no time.
That's our race for third, Larry Labriola and James Byer, L29, L39. Larry's down low.
Valley of Speed coming up for our leader, Zach McNeil. Zach McNeil, not afraid to mix it up in close quarters racing, but he likes being out front probably best of all.
He likes to win. He's a big competitor. It's a race for third.
James Byer trying to somehow or another sneak past Larry Labriola. Those two coming out of the Valley of Speed, making the turn around the final pylons. Larry Labriola to the inside. Should afford him an advantage as they head now for the start-finish pylon. But, boy, this is so close. So very close. Look at these two.
Wow.
That would have been a photo finish had that been the end of the race.
You can see the little wingtip tanks on Larry Labriola's, probably because he had to come here all the way from New York City or New York State. Looks like the L39 still in front. L29 for James Byer is behind him.
Right in front of them, Joe Gano has moved from the third spot to start this race into second. Closest pursuer that Zach McNeil has at this point. There you see him coming into your picture on the left there, the red and white jet.
Great shot, guys. Really showing the competition here.
Boy, no competition to speak of so far for Zach McNeil. He is absolutely outdistancing this crowd in a big way.
Pretty much has a half lap on the last competitor.
Second, third, and fourth coming around, heading for the pylon. The start pylon.
Putting the pressure on Joe Gano here.
Yeah, they are making up a little ground on him, are they not? Still a terrific race between third and fourth. Larry Labriola and James Byer. Zach McNeil going to be heading for the white flag lap unless I miss my guess here.
They're picking up the white flag right now.
Yep.
There's Zach McNeil coming around home pylon with the white flag lap.
Taking his final turn around this racetrack, and he got there in short orders. Really moving out and setting the pace here today for Jet Bronze.
Here comes.
Joe Gano hanging in there, second place. In fact, he's maybe made up a little bit of ground versus Larry Labriola and James Byer. Good race for Joe Gano, great race for Zach McNeil.
Just looking at that, it looks like Kevin Roll and not James Byer is fourth.
Oh, okay. Kevin Roll then.
This is what happens when they paint them close colors and they go by at 400 miles an hour, because this is Kevin Roll. This is James Byer. Okay, looking down the Valley of Speed, we've got yellow wingtips, so that's Zach McNeil.
Zach McNeil demonstrating what he can do. And here he comes, Zach McNeil, looking for jet bronze, and he's got jet bronze. Your champion in Reno, Zach McNeil.
That's Zach McNeil in a different aircraft than we're used to him flying, and does it again.
Zach McNeil, another one of these pilots who has flown the de Havilland jets before in this competition.
Yep. So let's watch second, third, and fourth coming around. Joe Gano, Kevin Roll, Larry Labriola coming around the final turn. Looks like Sluggo. Oh, wow.
Joe
Oh,
Gano.
wow.
Did Kevin Roll clip Larry Labriola at
think
the
he
end?
did.
He
I
might
think he
have.
did.
That blue jet may have snuck into third place right there. Exciting stuff at the very end.
Here comes Pokey, living up to her name, too.
Well, relatively speaking. Relatively speaking.
Wait, you only went 350 miles an hour?
Yeah. Come on. Pep it up a little bit. No, this is great stuff. Fantastic racing in the jet bronze category. That championship has been unofficially decided as we take a look back.
So our start coming down the chute, we've been released by the pace plane, coming down, looking for the guide pylon. Staying in our spots. As soon as we hit that spot, we can start moving. Larry Labriola was in second place in the beginning. Zach McNeil first, but things were changing fast. Larry stepped back right here. You could see him already stepping back. Zach steps forward.
And Zach McNeil hammered down and would not relinquish throughout the course of this race. Just a pleasure to watch him fly it just the way he wanted to fly it.
Down the valley of speed. He just pulled out ahead of everyone else, and really the race was for second, third, and fourth the rest of the time. Joe Gano low.
Almost surprising how much Zach McNeil was able to stay ahead of these three, Joe Gano, Larry Labriola, and Kevin Roll. There we go. Great race there for third and fourth roll. And Labriola. But Zach McNeil.
No competition.
Like on a rail all the way around that racetrack 6 times. And just absolutely a force to be reckoned with and so hard to deal with here today. Nobody could even get close.
So take a look at that 2, 3, and 4.
There goes Sluggo, race 6 across the finish line in second place. And look at that just at the end. Kevin Roll, we think, unofficially, was able to salvage third place out of that one.
And there's our winner, Zach McNeil, and Invictus, unofficially.
We're a guy who gets a lot of pleasure and a lot of stimulation out of flying these incredible jets. And that L-39 has been the dominant one in this race.
He definitely enjoys it. There's Pokey. Excuse me, that's Sluggo.
Race number 6, the red and white.
Great little nose art on that one if you guys get a chance to see it.
A little bit different look to the profile there from the L-39s. Our unofficial results. Here we go. Zach McNeil, no question about that. Dominant throughout the entire race at race 32. Joe Gano pulling out a second place there for race number 6. Kevin Roll just nosing, just shading Larry Labriola at the end for third and fourth, and Jim Beyer in 5th place.